Now in Good Morning Northwest, more classified documents found at President Joe Biden's residence this morning. The new demands from Republicans.
We're seeing light showers move through the area this morning. Another system is going to make its way inland. We'll talk about the timing and what's in it coming up.
And today we celebrate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., how our community is coming together to share his message of unity and love. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Good morning and thanks for starting your week with us. I'm Derek Dice. Robin Nance has the morning off. It is Monday, January the 16th. Mark Peterson here with a look at that first alert forecast. Is going to start with a little bit of rain.
Yeah, just very light showers into the region. It's dry right now into Coeur d'Alene 36. We have a return of some light showers coming through, and we're sitting at 37 degrees. Now, normalized into the mid-30s, so we're already above average. Taking a look at the 4 things you need to know. The light rain showers we're going to be seeing today, scattered areas of fog because of that increased amount of moisture. Mountain rain looks to be really snow as you get above areas of Kellogg. And the next system really coming in on Wednesday. We'll talk about the timing and what it contains coming up. We look at our Doppler radar currently, and it's those light showers coming through. We saw it leave Cheney, now moving through Spokane, heading north. So you're going to have some wet roadways on Highway 2 and 395 heading north. Not looking for ice there. Temperatures are going to warm up to around 40, low 40s all the way from Ritzville into Moses Lake, near 50 into the Tri-Cities. Here's the next 12 hours. We're going to have that patchy fog and chance of light showers. Temperatures, again, 36. We're sitting at 37 right now. Our high today is going to be 40. We'll see that around 1, 2 o'clock.
And news from the Breaking Now desk. This morning, congressional Republicans are demanding for more information about who came and went from President Biden's home in Delaware. Now, this comes after the White House disclosed more classified documents were found at the president's home. In a letter to the White House, the new chair of the House Oversight Committee asked for the visitors' logs from the president's Delaware home.
We want to know the visitor logs to the residents. We want to know who had access to the Biden Center for Diplomacy, because this is the same type of investigation that the Democrats were so outraged and launched and demanded happen to President Trump.
And the House Judiciary Committee is launching a second investigation into how the Department of Justice handled the Biden's documents case. Republicans are now drawing comparisons to the FBI's raid on former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home and the discovery of top secret documents there as well. In response, Democrats are saying that Biden handled the finding of classified materials properly. The White House says it will cooperate fully with the ongoing special counsel investigation into those classified documents. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Well, Moscow has been in the national spotlight for 2 months now since 4 University of Idaho students were stabbed to death in a home near campus. A gag order has been issued by a judge, which means no attorneys or investigators can talk about the case, and new information may be hard to find in the coming months. The suspect, Bryan Kohberger, has waived his right to a speedy trial, which means he won't be back in court until June 26. So his defense team now has months to build a case. Part of building that case is filing a request for discovery, which the defense filed on Tuesday. It requires the prosecution and law enforcement to share all of the information they have on the case. Spokane attorney Bevan Maxey has stood as the defense attorney for many high-profile cases. He says the defense's request for discovery will give them key pieces of evidence.
The obligation is not just to turn over the bad things, but also to turn over those things that could be looked at as being positive on behalf of the defendant.
Maxey says the defense team will argue in the preliminary hearing that there's not enough evidence for this case to go to trial. On the other side, the prosecution already had enough evidence to arrest and charge Kohberger. That was outlined in the affidavit of probable cause, but that doesn't mean they'll stop there. Again, Kohberger's next court appearance will be on June 26th. A crash that left a semi-truck on its side on Highway 195 south of Colfax closed the road for several hours overnight. That collision took place about 3 miles south of Colfax. You can see the images on your screen now with that semi turned on its side. Washington State Patrol says this incident was being treated as a hazmat incident because of the fuel spilling onto the road. According to WSP, nobody was injured. A cleanup crew was on the scene before 1 a.m., allowing the road to reopen within a few hours. Well, today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and there are some city closures you need to know about as we get ready to honor Dr. King's legacy. Spokane City Hall, along with other city facilities, including Spokane Public Libraries, will be closed today. Your garbage and recycling pickup schedules this week will stay the same, though. And if you're heading downtown for the MLK Day Parade, parking meters do not need to be fed. Sydney Charles will have more about that parade and other community events coming up in our next half hour. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:05. Let's send things over to Mark Peterson for a look at what's ahead of us as we start our week, including if you're heading out on any of our area passes.
Crossing over Lookout Pass, maybe a little light snow there. Snoqualmie looking pretty good. Stevens Pass, you'll not believe this.
Always the one.
Yeah, there's some packed snow and ice up there, so just taking it easy. We've got pretty good driving conditions, lower elevations. Your full forecast still to come.
And free money is still on the table for students who are planning to continue school this fall. Coming up, how College Success Foundation can help get you started on those financial aid forms.
And it could have been the worst aviation accident in American history. How the quick thinking of one air traffic controller averted a tragedy at JFK International.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Save your greed!
Country Homes Power, Spokane's #1 source for quality hot tubs and swim spas, has truckloads arriving from the top American-made spa manufacturers just in time for spring. Now is the time to reserve your new hot tub or swim spa. Get to Country Homes Power today.
Our therapy doesn't fly solo. For every child, there is a compassionate team committed to excellent care and comprehensive pediatric therapy. Joya, every child is limitless.
Let's wave the flag together. Hello, I'm Mark Peterson with 4 News Now, presenting the Great American Flag Swap. Bring your old tattered flag to Dave Smith in Kellogg, Idaho on January 25th, and in exchange, you'll receive a new American-made flag from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift.
Dave Smith Motors has been serving the local community for over 50 years, and we're proud to support the Great American Flag Swap. If you've visited our dealership in the Silver Valley, you know how much we value our country and its national symbol of freedom. Dave Smith Motors, honoring our veterans and all who serve.
At the Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo, you'll find better boats, better prices, and bigger savings. Attend the Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo February 1st through the 6th, where you'll find the region's largest inventory of new and used boats under 64,000 feet of indoor display area. The Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo features names like Chris Craft, Cobalt, Harris, Barletta, Malibu, Regal, Axis, Cruiser Yachts, and Core Custom, plus a huge display of used boats. Be sure to attend the Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo February 1st through the 6th, next to Cedars Floating Restaurant in Coeur d'Alene, sponsored by Hagedon Marine.
Come on, Lucky Charm. Enough with the textbook.
You're up 1,100 and I got a test tomorrow.
What's more important, me winning a jackpot today or your entire future sometime in the future? Besides, how hard could it be? Go ahead, quiz me.
Fine. What's the square root of 349?
18.682. I just wasted my luck, didn't I?
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? Are you ready to fight? To be fearless? Are you made for greatness? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. An American wrongfully imprisoned in Iran is appealing to President Joe Biden to bring him and other detained U.S. citizens home, and he plans to go on a week-long hunger strike. In a letter to the president, Siamak Namazi says his hunger strike will last 1 day for each year he was left out of a 2016 prisoner swap between the U.S. and Iran. Namazi, one of 3 Americans still detained in Iran, was arrested in 2015 on espionage-related charges and sentenced to 10 years in prison. The following year, his father was detained as he flew there to try to secure his release. The White House has not publicly commented on his letter. Former Afghan lawmaker Mirzal Nabizadeh and her security guard were shot dead in her home in Kabul early Sunday morning. That's according to Kabul police. Nabizadeh represented Kabul in Afghanistan's parliament from 2019 until the government was deposed by the Taliban in August of 2021. She was one of few female former lawmakers who remained in Afghanistan after the Taliban takeover. One expert says it could have been the worst aviation disaster in American history. 2 passenger planes, one from American Airlines and one from Delta, nearly collided on the runway at JFK Airport in New York. Federal authorities have launched an investigation. More than 150 people were on the Delta flight alone. Experts say the air traffic controller who alerted the Delta pilot to stop should get credit for averting a catastrophe.
All right, good morning. 10-second takeaway. Oh, light showers and mild. It's going to be a nice day today for the most part. You'll need some light winter gear if you're going to be out because we do have those light showers. Our high today, though, is going to be 40 degrees.
Not bad. Well, the pandemic has put a strain on many community events, including the events commemorating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s life. As we're finally returning to in-person events, community members stayed busy gearing up for today. 4 News Now's Peter Choi joined them for Sunday service and has this story.
Hundreds of people are here today at the Holy Temple Church singing and worshiping together after 2 years of hiatus, commemorating the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and sharing his message of unity and love for the community.
Come on, come on, come on. The excitement of greeting one another and putting hands together for songs air at the Holy Temple Church Sunday afternoon.
Work well as a group with being one voice, and that's what was missing.
The community member who's attending the worship service today says for her, the MLK Day is more than just a day to remember Dr. King's legacy, but also bringing the whole community together.
The days pre-COVID, in the midst of COVID, we were just, okay, the holiday came and it went. Now we get to, today, this weekend, we get to come back out, be together, reintroduce ourselves to each other physically, spiritually, and emotionally.
Along with young kids, learning and celebrating the MLK Day.
To celebrate after his birthday for freedom and stopping segregation.
The best part is we're able to unite in person, you know, after Zoom meetings and not being able to gather. This means a lot after 2 years.
For about 1 mile, thousands of community members will gather in downtown Monday morning, marching together from 10 until noon. After the march, the community center is holding the resource fair at the Spokane Convention Center for anyone in need.
It's mostly education. Some organizations will have resources regarding their services. The health district will be on hand to give out flu shots.
And that's what the march is about, is having people remember what it's about, bringing people together. But yet, there's work to be done.
In Spokane, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
And I like what they always say about the holiday. Consider it a day on and not a day off. Well, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:13. High school seniors, it's already time to start applying for financial aid, and filling out the FAFSA can be a little intimidating. Destiny Richards has some resources you can use to get started. It's coming up right after the break.
My grandfather, Doug Parker, started Parker almost 40 years ago. Just a real small dealership with about 30 employees.
The people at Parker that make this place unique are hardworking, they know their jobs, and they're driven.
We have a lot of employees that have been here a long time, and I think that just ties into everything. Our culture, how we treat employees. We're always trying to become better people, become a better business, better community partner. It's our job to provide the best experience for every single person that walks in that door.
Yeah. Cedric the Entertainer from the neighborhood. What kind of neighborhood did you grow up in?
To have fun, we would throw rocks at each other. Oh, you almost got me.
You're supposed to play dodgeball with an actual, dodgeball.
Watch Kelly today at a special time.
Over the years, your floor can take a beating. From those indoor soccer matches to late-night parties, it's important to choose a quality product that will last a lifetime and add elegance to your home. Nobody has a better selection at a better price than the hometown pros at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop for wood.
At Windsor Plywood, they will help you pick it out, give you great tips on how to install it, and even give you ideas for other upgrades. It's a one-stop shop that's got it all.
Windsor Plywood.
That's good advice. Checkmate.
Winning requires strategy and precision to anticipate your opponent's every move. If you've been seriously injured, the attorneys you have on your team may be the difference whether you win or lose. Don't leave it to chance. Call us today. We'll review your case for free. Craig Swap and Associates. One call, that's all.
It's Walker's Furniture's 4-day holiday clearance, where we offer some of our biggest savings of the year on many items up to 70% off, or receive 0% interest financing until 2028 with no down payment and no minimum purchase, so you can get the new furniture you've been wanting at 4-day clearance prices.
Today through this Monday at Walker's. It's time to start the new year off right in a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. The new 2023 models are available, which means you can now order your style, pick your color, and build your Toyota just the way you want it. I'm thinking red. And if you're looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle, we've got over 3 blocks full of great choices to make your 2023 the best year yet with a new vehicle from Findlay.
Findlay Toyota's downtown.
You see that?
Flex your weeknight pizza muscle.
This is where the magic happens.
Because Jeff Morrow has 2 that only take 10 minutes to throw together. That's insane. Plus eggplant patties. Next Rachel.
Watch Rachel Tuesday at 3 and 4 News Now at 5.
4 News Now is brought to you by Pure Filtration Products.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. High school seniors are just months away from making the transition to college and other post-secondary education. So now is the time to apply for financial aid, and some families may need help getting started. Destiny Richards is in studio to tell you about some upcoming info sessions for students and their families.
That's right. College Success Foundation is hosting a series of virtual financial aid info sessions over Zoom, specifically for students in the Spokane region. The first of 6 sessions start tomorrow to help walk students and families through the process of filling out financial aid applications. This includes FAFSA, the federal aid application for scholarships, grants, loans, and work study, as well as WAFSA, a Washington-specific form of financial aid that gives students from undocumented backgrounds access to financial assistance for their education. Shannon DeMont, the regional director of College Success Foundation in Spokane, says students and families should apply soon for one or the other.
Washington is one of the most generous states as it comes to financial aid. So we tell students apply and take advantage of all those free dollars that are there for you, because it opens up so many doors of opportunity.
DeMont says while there's no hard deadline for financial aid applications, it's a good idea to fill them out within the next 3 to 4 weeks. The virtual sessions with College Success Foundation start tomorrow and continue the rest of January and in February. Each of them are from 6 to 8 p.m. over Zoom, and financial aid advisors will be available to answer questions and meet independently in breakout rooms after the session. I also spoke with Spokane Public Schools about the resources they have for students and families who need extra help with the transition to college and other post-secondary plans, what those are, and what specific information you'll need to fill out a FAFSA or WAFSA application. That's coming up later this hour. Reporting in studio, Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
All right, Destiny, thank you so much. Taking a look at, once again, at the Michael P. Anderson Memorial in downtown Spokane. And if you look closely at the light there, you can see some of that light rain falling. Mark has been talking about that all morning long, and he has more now on how long that's going to stick around and how much we might see.
Yeah, we're not going to see a ton, and we're not going to see that transition to snow in the lower elevations, but the operator is going, okay, you're making me work today. Here we go. So we do have those light rain showers that are coming in, and we see them now pushing into Sprague again and again around Spokane. We do have that light rain shower activity, and we're going to see these light showers hit and miss throughout the day. 40 with, again, the patchy fog, winds that are light, and again, they're just scattered, isolated showers overnight because of the moisture moisture in the air and the cool temperatures, the potential for some fog, and 32 for the overnight low. So again, satellite and radar, just a bigger picture. It's the Puget Sound that really into the Juan de Fuca and making its way into BC. They're getting the heavier rain showers and still the potential for some light flooding there. They also have really high tides that are abnormally high, about a foot above average. For us, we do have that light rain that, as so many times, just travels along I-90, you know, just makes its way up there. 37 degrees currently. We do have the light rain, winds south 8 miles an hour. We don't have any fog, a little potential into Coeur d'Alene, 36, 35 the dew point, and high humidity at 96%. Forecast radar. So this gives us a peek as to what we're going to be seeing. For today, it's going to be the hit and miss showers, but really snow in the higher elevations of Idaho. Getting into Tuesday, still some scattered showers, but Wednesday morning, we see more of this area inundated. Through Thursday morning, could see some light snow for the morning commute there, certainly into the higher elevations, and then we dry out Friday and for the weekend. Temperatures right now, 35 St. Mary's, 34 into Colville. We're sitting at 37 degrees, warming into the low 40s all over the place. The planning forecast, still above average as we get into the weekend. 40 today, 38 Tuesday, Wednesday 37, and then 36 for Thursday. So Wednesday, 37 into Thursday morning, that chance of rain or snow potential. Real quick, back from vacation, this is where I was, which is Cabo San Lucas. First time I've been there. And the first time I've gone into one of those vacation sites for a week, and I found another, what we like to call the toothpick holders. Yeah, and not used, but certainly potential.
I have a collection of these toothpick holders just from you.
As I travel around there, I've been gathering. And so when I finally retire someday, you know, we'll have a party and everyone can bring their shot glasses and I'll fill them. But that's years away. Anyway, it was great. It was wonderful. And I got a lot of sun.
A lot of Spokane people seem to go to Cabo. You see them. Yeah.
Saw somebody every day.
Yeah.
You know, they go, hey, Mark, and I go, hey. So it was very cool. It was neat.
All right. Good morning, Northwest time is now 6:22. An impressive weekend for our local college basketball teams. The Zags with a blowout win and the Cougs survive a scare. But the WSU women might have been the most impressive, notching their first road win over a ranked team in a quarter century. It's all coming up next in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest indoor air quality specialist. With a 12,000 square foot warehouse of filters, you are sure to find what you need for your commercial, industrial, or manufacturing needs.
I recommend working with PFP because they have the product that I need.
PFP's high quality products can assist in eliminating airborne contaminants. PFP can size UV light to your system to disinfect the air to keep it clean and safe.
I recommend PFP because of their service, the quality of their product, and I'll keep coming back.
Call or come in and talk to one of our certified air filtration specialists.
Oh yeah, it's Globetrotter game time. Get ready for the Harlem Globetrotters 2023 World Tour. Presented by Jersey Mike Subs. All new, non-stop action, amazing basketball skills, 4-point shots, high-flying dunks, and more. Get tickets for the whole family, where you can be part of the action. Playing Spokane Arena and Beasley Coliseum January 23rd and 30th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com/EastWA.
The combination of fun and performance is why Kylie and I are excited to show you the Subaru Crosstrek.
The all-wheel drive Crosstrek offers an available 2.5-liter Subaru Boxer engine, giving you extra performance and power unlike anything on or off the road.
There's no shortage of space for passengers and a surprising amount of cargo room for your gear.
The Crosstrek has an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, connecting you with your favorite apps and navigation.
Right now, it's the Subaru Share the Love event. Visit Parker Subaru in Coeur d'Alene.
It's time. Time to set your eyes free. Free from limitations in your vision. Free from glasses and contacts. Free to see your best and be your best. It's time to smile. Smile is state-of-the-art laser vision correction, or LVC for short. Smile is easy on the eyes. It's bladeless, flapless, and effortless.
Contact Empire Eye Physicians today to learn more about Smile, the new alternative to LASIX.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think we should hire more people.
Doc, I'm late for a meeting. I'm thinking of starting my own practice.
Do it. Too much capital.
We need a warehouse.
I can't imagine how we do that.
We should knock that wall down and expand.
Do it. There's always another wall beyond the wall.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
As we enter the middle of January, the college basketball season is now rounding into shape, and it appears many of the programs in the Inland Northwest are poised to make deep runs into March. Now, the Gonzaga men took care of business on Saturday night, blowing out Portland 115-75 after winning their previous 3 games by just a combined 8 points. This was much needed for the 8th-ranked Bulldogs as Malachi Smith led all scorers with 27 points. Zags will now welcome in Loyola Marymount on Thursday evening. Now, the Washington State Cougar women continued their impressive season as they swept the Oregon teams over the weekend, and they capped it off with an upset win against the Ducks, which gave them their first road win against a ranked team since 1998. Wazoo already has 13 wins on the season as they'll be looking to make it to their 3rd straight NCAA tournament for the first time ever. And the Washington State men seem to be back to their winning ways, if that's ever such a thing, as they earned a sweep of the Bay Area teams. On Saturday night, they survived a comeback by Stanford to get a 1-point win, and they now find themselves just a game below 500 and are poised to make a deep run in the thick of the Pac-12 race, and as many of their upperclassmen are really starting to step up.
So it's really rewarding to see Andre and Rodman really step up and get us that's what older guys do. They win at home, like on the road too, but it's like man, this is crowd. We had a nice crowd, did a good job. The students were there. It was fun, good atmosphere, and see us win.
The Cougs will now travel down to Utah to take on the Utes and the Colorado Buffalo later this week.
All right, we hope all those teams can keep it going. Now, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:26. Before heading to the break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the 2 EMS workers now charged with first-degree murder.
Earl, sit up. Sit up.
2 EMTs responding to a home in Springfield, Illinois to help a man in need of medical attention are now behind bars. Peter Cadigan and Peggy Finley charged with first-degree murder after the man they were dispatched to help, Earl Moore Jr., later died at a hospital.
What happened? Stupid.
The ordeal unfolding December 18th and captured on body camera video.
He's having alcohol withdrawal.
Police arriving first, a woman at the home explaining Moore's situation.
He's having drunk hallucinations.
We can never bring Earl back to his family, and I believe that those EMS workers should have to pay.
And coming up at 7 a.m., what investigators are saying about the case. With your GMA First Look, I'm Alex Perez, ABC News, Chicago.
There's nothing like volunteering at the fire department.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it hasn't always been easy.
Since my skin was so irritated and itchy.
And even worse with all my gear on.
Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema. So adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Harlem Globetrotters 2023 World Tour.
Country Homes Power, Spokane's #1 source for quality hot tubs and swim spas, has truckloads arriving from the top American-made spa manufacturers just in time for spring. Now is the time to reserve your new hot tub or swim spa. Get to Country Homes Power today.
Life is full of tough times for all of us. And for those struggling with anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, or mental health issues, it can be too much to handle sometimes. Luckily, help and hope are closer than you know. Inland Northwest Behavioral Health provides compassionate inpatient and outpatient care that empowers wellness and inspires hope. Just walk in or call. There's no referral needed. We're here to help. Inland Northwest Behavioral Health. We will get through this. Find out how we can help today.
Hi, I'm Chris with Clark's Tire and Automotive. Right now is the best time to get your vehicle in to get it checked over. Come on in for a free winter inspection. We're going to check your brakes, shocks, struts, tires, air filter, wiper blades, and your heating and cooling system to make sure you're winter ready. If you can't make it into one of our shops, give us a call. We now have a mobile service. We offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile parts and labor warranty. We support our local law enforcement, our schools, our nurses and doctors, and we're here to support you. Come and try us out. We are a friendly neighborhood service repair center.
It's time to make 2023 the best it can be by joining the #1 voted gyms, Move Fitness. Whatever your New Year's resolutions are, we have the equipment, staff, and facilities to get the job done. Move Fitness.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Hi, we're taking a look at some of the big stories online this morning in the 4 News Now Story Tracker. One of the most popular articles on KXLY.com this morning, the U.S. Postal Service is acknowledging mail delays and says it's aggressively hiring new carriers. USPS is hosting multiple job fairs across the state, meeting with prospective employees who may be interested in securing a federal job. If you'd like more information on available jobs with the Postal Service, you can find this story on KXLY.com. Italy's most wanted man has been arrested. Matteo Messina Denaro is considered one of the bosses of the Cosa Nostra Mafia in Sicily. He was taken into custody while being treated in a private clinic. Denaro had been a fugitive since 1993. He was sentenced to life in prison in absentia in 1992 for his role in the murders of 2 anti-mafia prosecutors. Well, good morning, Northwest. I'm Derek Dice. Robin Nance will be back on Wednesday. It is Monday, January the 16th. Mark Peterson here with a look at that first alert forecast as we get off to a little bit of a wet start to our week.
Yep, definitely light showers, certainly in the Spokane area, sitting at 36 degrees. Into Coeur d'Alene, you're at 36. Cloud cover, although wet roadways and some light shower activity throughout the morning there. Here's the 4 things you need to know getting going on this Monday. The light rain showers are going to continue. Scattered areas of fog as well. Haven't seen a lot of that today. Mountain rain or snow looks to be more mountain snow, certainly as you get into Kellogg and then heading over Lookout. And, of course, the next system is going to arrive on Wednesday. We'll talk about what it will have coming up. So we look at the Doppler radar currently, and we do have those light rain showers sort of moving around Coeur d'Alene into the higher elevations, in around Liberty Lake, and then into Idaho. You got some light snow there. Also, Mount Spokane picking up some light snow this morning. All good news. We're going to see more of that, and potentially over the next 3 or 4 days, a couple inches of snow in the higher elevations. 40 for our high today, 38 into Coeur d'Alene, 40 Kellogg, St. Mary's 40. Pullman, you're going to be at 42 degrees. So we look at how we're going to look today. 40 will be our high, the 1-2 o'clock hour. By 3 o'clock, 38. And then, well, the sun sets, things cool down, but still mid-30s by 7 o'clock.
And from the Breaking Now desk, today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We're taking a look at some of the events happening around Spokane to celebrate the day, starting with the annual MLK Jr. Unity Rally and March, which is returning to downtown Spokane after a 2-year hiatus due to the pandemic. That starts at 10 a.m. today. The city of Spokane is asking those who are attending to meet outside of the Spokane Convention Center. The Spokane Police Department says traffic will be affected in the core of downtown Spokane from 10 a.m. to noon. The streets that will be affected are West Spokane Falls Boulevard, North Washington Street, West Riverside Avenue, West Main Avenue, and North Bernard Street. SPD says there will be no on-street parking along the route of the march. Then from 11:30 a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. there will be a MLK Day Resource Fair at the Spokane Convention Center. You can also attend a commemorative celebration at the Holy Temple Church of God in Christ at 806 West Indiana Avenue from 3 o'clock to 5 p.m. You can also attend a panel discussion at an MLK Teach-In at Gonzaga University. The Center for Community Engagement and Unity Multicultural Education Center is hosting the event. It's from noon to 2 o'clock p.m. That panel discussion will be centered on the visual rhetoric of the flag and its representation in modern times. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
All right, Sydney, thank you. The father of one of the 4 University of Idaho students murdered in November says it's too painful to follow news on the case. In an interview with CNN's Anderson Cooper, Ben Mogan described what his daughter Madison was like and called it surreal to see news about her death.
Maddie she was just fun to be around. She was She was just smart and funny and beautiful, and she was a good friend. She could have done anything she wanted to. She was so bright and so good with people, and just so, just had a magnetic personality.
The man suspected of the murders, Brian Kohberger, is being held without bail. He faces 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary in those fatal stabbings. The homeless camp known as Camp Hope was once occupied by 600 people. Now, fewer than 2 people still live there, and that number continues to drop. Back in October, businesses in the East Central neighborhood voiced their frustrations about crime that they say stem from the camp. 4 News Now spoke to businesses about how they're feeling now that the camp is shrinking. The fence around Camp Hope will start to move in next week. While businesses like the store on Thor say things are starting to get better, crime is still an issue for them. As soon as you step inside the store on Thor, you'll see this wall of photos that show people who are no longer welcome back in the store. Manager Michael Bell has seen the camp change from afar.
Noticed it getting smaller. There's been a lot of wonderful reports actually from some of the people that used to live over there at the camp. It is shrinking. People are getting help. They are getting the sources that they need, it seems like. So yes, I have noticed that.
Camp Hope managers brought in cleanup crews on Friday. They were getting rid of trash left behind by former residents as they prepare to start shrinking the physical size of the camp. But there's still no set date on when they'll clear the camp. At least 68 people were killed on Sunday when an aircraft went down in Nepal. 4 more people who were on board are still considered missing, but local officials say the chance of finding survivors is extremely low. The crash is the worst air disaster in the Himalayan nation in 30 years. The plane's black box, which records flight data, was recovered today, and various government authorities are now investigating the cause of the crash. A Russian missile strike on an apartment building in Dnipro, Ukraine, killed at least 40 people, according to Ukrainian officials, after explosions were heard across the country. Regional authorities said 39 people, including 14 children, had been rescued so far, but 46 people remain missing. Russia's latest strikes appear to target critical infrastructure across Ukraine as the Kremlin continues its efforts to limit the country's ability to heat and power itself in the middle of winter. Californians are preparing for another round of rain today, with up to 3 inches of rainfall expected in areas already too saturated to absorb more water. Flood watches are in place this morning for around 8 million people in coastal California, including the Bay Area. A slight risk for excessive rain and flooding also covers a large chunk of Southern California, at least through the morning. Well, Super Wildcard Weekend wraps up tonight with one of the most anticipated games of the first round in prime time right here on 4 News Now. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosting the Dallas Cowboys in the first round of the playoffs. Legendary quarterback Tom Brady sneaks into the playoffs despite a losing season, but still gets another shot at glory. His 35 playoff wins and 7 Super Bowl titles are the most of any player in league history, and he's facing a team he's never lost to, a perfect 7-0 in his career against the Cowboys. Kickoff is set for 5:15 tonight.
So what do you think?
What do I think? Yeah. I think Cowboys get this one.
Really?
Bucs shouldn't even been in the playoffs, we're being honest.
But should they? It seems like everybody's sort of sneaking into this
thing. The Cowboys had a pretty good year.
All right. Hey, coming up, we're going to see some fresh snow into the mountains, expecting by Wednesday, Thursday, these totals of 3 inches into the mountains from Sandpoint into the mountains of Coeur d'Alene and beyond Kellogg. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that. Right now, it's just light rain and temperatures well above freezing.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
The boats are back. It's a live, in-person show. 4 big days, January 26th to the 29th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. From big to small, you'll see it all. Go to SpokaneBoatShow.com.
Hi, I'm Ron.
And I'm Shelley.
At Rosenberg Construction, we build some of the most beautiful custom homes in North Idaho.
Like our spectacular spec home, now for sale at the club at Rock Creek, Coeur d'Alene's newest private golf course filled with stunning natural beauty. Our custom homes are furnished and designed with you in mind.
For our clients looking for that unique, one-of-a-kind piece of furniture, we always recommend Consign Furniture in Liberty Lake.
From great rooms to dining rooms to master suites, Consign Furniture is sure to turn any house into a home.
Over the thousands of personal injury cases we've won for our clients, often the person who was injured hesitates to get a lawyer at first for fear of hurting the at-fault party.
Don't wait to call Craig Swap & Associates. Craig Swap & Associates? One call,
That's all.
It's Freebuary here at Mainstream, and that means you can stay warm with our Freebuary Furnace Special, where you can fall in love with a free furnace when you purchase a new air conditioning unit. Let us provide your family with comfort and happiness this February. Call or visit Mainstream to find out more.
At Eastern Washington University, computer scientists are building a U.S. Cyber Defense Center to contain cybersecurity threats. Physical and occupational therapy students are empowering children with disabilities to be successful and confident. And history students are working with the National Park Service to create living histories of our public lands. An interdisciplinary education that gets real about the real world, that's the new thing. It is Eastern Washington and you. Apply today at ewu.edu.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Michelle Grove.
As a volunteer board member, Michelle works tirelessly to ensure Styx diabetes programs can serve children now and for years to come.
It's a volunteer job, but it's so worth every minute we can put into it.
Michelle's been a volunteer with the Styx program for 7 years. Its mission is to help minimize the impact of diabetes for children and their families. Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
The boats are back. It's a live, in-person show. 4 big days, January 26th to the 29th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. From big to small, you'll see it all. Go to SpokaneBoatShow.com.
Welcome back. A University of Georgia football player and a staff member were both killed in a car crash Sunday morning, just hours after their national championship celebration parade. Recruiting staffer Chandler LaCroix was driving, and offensive lineman Devin Willock was her passenger. The vehicle left the road, striking 2 power poles and several trees. Police said Willock died at the scene, and LaCroix succumbed to her injuries at the hospital. This happened just hours after the team's triumphant celebration with fans. Hours before the crash, Willock was seen here letting this young fan wear that championship ring he earned with the team. The university's athletic department released a statement saying both Devin and Chandler were special people within the program, asking everyone to keep their families in your thoughts during this difficult time.
Here's a look at the 10-second takeaway on this Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and it is going to be light showers, going to be very mild today. Again, above average. So if you're getting ready to head out, light winter gear, and 40 will be our high today.
Well, it's a monument fit for a king. The Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Statue, The Embrace, was unveiled Friday in Boston Common. The $10 million bronze, 20-foot tall and 40-foot wide sculpture is the largest monument in the country dedicated to racial equity. It symbolizes the hug Dr. King shared with his wife after he won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. It also celebrates their time in Boston. The couple met while Dr. King was getting his doctorate at Boston University. One of the couple's first dates was actually in the Boston Common. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:42. Mark's full forecast is coming up right after this. Don't go away.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we do one thing, and we do it well. We're plumbers. In fact, we're the largest plumbing company in the region, and we're proud to say we've been voted the best plumbing company since 2009. We give you upfront pricing so you know exactly what you'll pay before we start. And we do everything from drain cleaning to trench and sewer repair. So if you want your plumbing done right the first time, call a plumber. And call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
It's Walker's Furniture 4-day holiday sale. Now's the best time to save on the largest selection of mattresses like Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and Beautyrest Black. Or say yes to no minimum purchase, no money down, and no interest financing for 5 years. So you can get the furniture you've always wanted for less and sleep better in 2023.
Today through this Monday at Walker's.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
This year, treat yourself to a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. We've got lots of great choices, and every vehicle sold comes with Toyota Care. So you can get a new reliable vehicle in 2023 from Findlay.
It's time. Time to set your eyes free. Free from limitations in your vision. Free from glasses and contacts. Free to see your best and be your best. It's time to smile. Smile is state-of-the-art laser vision correction, or LVC for short. Smile is easy on the eyes. It's bladeless, flapless, and effortless.
Contact Empire Eye Physicians today to learn more about Smile, the new alternative to LASIX.
Are you interested in a top-load laundry set? See the best selection of top-load laundry sets anywhere at your local Fred's Appliance. Like this Hot Point top-load set that's in stock. Top-load washers and dryers start at only $4.99 each. GE top-load laundry sets have features like a water station for hand rinsing, sensor drying, and deep fill for your biggest load. Starting at only $4.99 each, top-load laundry sets are in stock and on sale. See the best selection anywhere of front-load and top-load laundry sets at Fred's Appliance.
Good morning.
Rise and shine.
Watch Daytime's #1 duo, weekdays at 9 a.m.
Welcome back. If your high school senior is continuing school this fall, financial aid may be on the table for them. The process of filling out the FAFSA or WAFSA application can be confusing, but the College Success Foundation is here to help. Destiny Richards is in studio with details on some virtual financial aid info sessions.
For seniors, the countdown to college is on, and with that comes the need to fill out FAFSA or WAFSA applications. College Success Foundation is hosting a series of virtual sessions to walk students and families through the process of filling those forms out. FAFSA is for federal financial aid, and WAFSA is a Washington-specific financial assistance that helps students who may come from undocumented backgrounds. Spokane Public Schools says while the info sessions will be helpful to those who attend, all 5 SPS high schools and On Track Academy have college career facilitators that can offer some extra help as well.
But we also know that families have some difficult or challenging financial situations and require a lot of back and forth conversation, and that's what those individuals are there for. And so please reach out and ask questions.
The first of 6 virtual sessions with College Success Foundation starts tomorrow. They will be held over Zoom, but here's what you need to have with you for those applications. You and your students' email addresses, your social security numbers and birth dates as well. For green card holders, you'll need your A number. You also need your 2021 federal income tax information or return, records of any untaxed income, cash, savings, and checking account balances, and lastly, investment information other than your primary residence. Lots of information there, but you can find that list as well as the dates and times for those virtual sessions in this story on KXLY.com. Reporting in studio, Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
All right, Destiny, thank you so much. You are taking a look at the Great Northern Clock Tower from the vantage point of the First Interstate Center for the Arts, looking out across the water there. You can even see the Washington Water Power Building in the background there as well. And you can't see in that pic with some of that rain that we saw falling this morning. We're going to get a little more of it, but not a ton.
Light amounts. It's been really light showers, but we're seeing snow into the mountains as well. We're going to take a look at the live Doppler radar now. And again, Deer Park, you've got more sustained showers there, and we have more just to north Spokane Mead, and then heading up on Highway 2. So wet roads there, so take it easy. Take a look at the forecast. 40, by the way, we're going to show you some mountain snow here in a minute. 40 for the high today, patchy fog potential. Saw a little bit yesterday. Tonight, temperatures down to 32, cloudy, and again, the potential for more mountain snow. Mount Spokane, again, the radar showing that they're getting light snow. We're going to try and show you what that snow stake is doing up there. When we look at what's going on for our area right now, we definitely have in that radar, again, those scattered showers moving through the area, none of it really progressing with hard values. We do see that, though, up into British Columbia. We're sitting at 36 right now. We have the light rain, wind south 5 miles an hour, 36 into Coeur d'Alene. Again, those winds to 3 miles an hour. Potential for fog is higher into the Coeur d'Alene area because your dew point are almost matching and humidity is above 95%. Nationally, we've got winter weather heading for the central part of the country. Wet weather onto the west coast as they're getting inundated with rain into the central areas. And we're going to see the heavy rain and then changing to snow as we get into the Dakotas across into Minnesota. I know we're shocked and stunned they're getting snow. Temperatures, as we look at what we have right now, 36 36 into Spokane, 36 also into Coeur d'Alene, St. Mary's 35. Moses Lake, you're at 32 degrees, freezing, but 37 up into Coulee City. Temperatures for our highs here are going to be in the low 40s throughout the valley as we get into Liberty Lake, 41, Post Falls 40. International Airport, officially, we should see a high today of 40, but it's going to be mild as we look at our area region-wide, not only today, but again tomorrow. 38 on Tuesday, Wednesday, 37 degrees. Again, that mix, rain or snow. Wednesday into Thursday morning could be some light snow on the ground for the commute, and then back into the mid-30s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
But yeah, relatively dry for the week.
It's looking very nice.
Okay, Mark, thank you. Good Morning Northwest time is just about 6:50. Your morning sprint is coming up right after this. Thank you so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Monday morning. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Before you hit the slopes, get the scoop on your favorite ski resort.
Join us every Thursday and Friday on 4 News Now for the Lookout Pass Ski Report. Check out conditions anytime on KXLY.com. Brought to you by Lookout Pass and their Eagle Peak Quad.
Wow, you found it.
I did.
The History of Water Part 6. I've been dying to read this.
I know, honey.
I love this.
I love you.
Are they for real?
I always wanted that book.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install one of our high-efficiency water softeners, we're thinking about hard water and limescale buildup. So you can just think about longer-lasting appliances and softer skin and hair. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
Are you ready for winter and unexpected power outages? Talk with the experts at Country Homes Power to find the best fireplace to protect your home, even when the power goes out. Like Valor gas fireplaces. Visit Country Homes Power today.
Go, Chiefs, go! Catton. He's got Weinstein driving the net. Catton comes in, shoots, and scores! Quick shot, rebound, score!
This Saturday in the Spokane Arena, it's Military Appreciation Night presented by Pizza Factory. Your Spokane Chiefs take on the Victoria Royals as we honor the men and women of America's armed forces. Plus, it's a family feast night with $2 hot dogs, Coca-Cola products, and more all game long. For tickets and game times, go to SpokaneChiefs.com. That's SpokaneChiefs.com.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? This is your moment. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
We all have to-do lists that can be a mile long, especially when we're short on time.
Come to Corner Furniture during our January clearance sale and check some items off.
Do you need to find the best place to binge that show or finally read that book? Check.
The perfect venue for family game night. Check.
While you are here, check out our great selection on everything from bedroom sets to coffee tables, all at low January clearance sale prices.
Great selection and low prices. Check.
Kerner Furniture's January clearance sale, going on now.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53. Let's get you ready for your Monday here in the morning sprint. Destiny Richards is in studio to tell you about some upcoming financial aid info sessions for students and their families. But let's get right to Mark Peterson telling us about some light showers we've been seeing already today.
Form of those showers is going to be rain showers in the lower elevations. As we look at the first alert weather, and that first alert weather app, by the way, it's free, it's available, just download it, and you'll be able to look at this. As we do have snow into the higher elevations, we do have light rain, and it has been light amounts. 40 will be our high today in Spokane, 39 Grand Coulee. Sandpoint, you'll be at 37 degrees, and Coeur d'Alene, you're going to be around 39 degrees officially. We're going to have temperatures in the upper 30s throughout much of the day, cloud cover throughout much of the day, and still some scattered and isolated showers continuing through the day as well.
Congressional Republicans are demanding for more information about who came and went from President Biden's home in Delaware. This comes after the White House disclosed more classified documents were found at the president's home. In a letter to the White House, the new chair of the House Oversight Committee asked for the visitors' logs from the president's Delaware home. And the House Judiciary Committee is launching a second investigation into how the Department of Justice handled the Biden's documents case. The White House says it will cooperate fully with the ongoing special counsel investigation to those documents. The very latest on the probe into the documents found in President Biden's home will continue on Good Morning America.
Well, Moscow has been in the national spotlight for 2 months now since 4 University of Idaho students were stabbed to death in a home near campus. A gag order has been issued by a judge, which means no attorneys or investigators can talk about the case. The suspect, Bryan Kohberger, has waived his right to a speedy trial, which means he won't be back in court until June 26. His defense team now has months to build a case. Part of building that case is filing a request for discovery, which the defense filed on Tuesday. It requires the prosecution and law enforcement to share all of the information they have on the case. A crash that left a semi-truck on its side on Highway 195 just south of Colfax closed the road for several hours overnight. That collision took place 3 miles south of Colfax. You can see the images on your screen now with that semi on its side. Washington State Patrol says this incident is being treated as a hazmat incident because of fuel spilling onto the road. According to WSP, nobody was injured, and a cleanup crew was on scene before 1 a.m., allowing the road to reopen within a few hours. Well, there are several events happening around Spokane to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day today, starting with the annual MLK Jr. Unity Rally and March. It starts at 10 a.m. The city of Spokane is asking those who are attending to meet outside of the Spokane Convention Center. The police department says traffic will be affected in the core of downtown Spokane, and there will be no on-street parking along the route of the march. Then, from 11:30 to 2, there will be an MLK Day resource fair at the Spokane Convention Center. You can also attend a commemorative celebration at the Holy Temple Church of God in Christ at 806 West Indiana from 3 to 5. And you can attend a panel discussion at an MLK Teach-In at Gonzaga University. That's from noon to 2. And there are also some city closures you need to know about. Spokane City Hall, along with other city facilities, including Spokane Public Libraries, will be closed today. Garbage and recycling pickup schedules will stay the same this week, and parking meters do not need to be fed today.
High school seniors are just months away from making the transition to college and other post-secondary education. The earlier the better to apply for financial aid, and families may need help getting started. College Success Foundation has some upcoming info sessions. The first of 6 virtual sessions start tomorrow to help walk students and families through the process of filling out financial aid applications. This includes FAFSA, the federal aid application for scholarships, grants, loans, and work study, as well as WAFSA, the Washington-specific form of financial aid for students from undocumented backgrounds. And here are the dates for those virtual info sessions. Each of them are from 6 to 8 over Zoom, and financial aid advisors will be available to answer questions and meet independently in breakout rooms after the session.
A Russian missile strike on an apartment building in Dnipro, Ukraine, killed at least 40 people, according to Ukrainian officials, after explosions were heard across the country. Regional authorities said 39 people, including 14 children, had been rescued so far, but 46 people remain missing. Californians are preparing for another round of rain today. Flood watches in place this morning for around 8 million people in coastal California, including the Bay Area. A slight risk for excessive rain and flooding also covers a large chunk of Southern California, at least through this morning. Boy, have they been feeling the effects of this weather lately. We'll be back with the final check of our weather with Mark Peterson coming up right after this.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
Choosing the right legal team is the most important decision you'll make. Craig Swap & Associates is a top personal injury law firm for one reason: we win.
Craig Swap & Associates, one call, that's all.
It's time to start the new year off right in a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. The new 2023 models are available, which means you can now order your style, pick your color, and build your Toyota just the way you want it. I'm thinking red. And if you're looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle, we've got over 3 blocks full of great choices to make your 2023 the best year yet with a new vehicle from Finley.
Finley Toyota's downtown.
All right, good morning, everybody. Well, there's about 2 inches with light snow falling. That's a live look at the snow stake at Mount Spokane Ski and Snowboard Park. So that is good news for the skiers all over. They're going to get some fresh snow. We take a live look downtown, and it's light rain showers that are pushing through our area as we continue to have just those sprinkles, heavier rain showers in some other areas. As we look at the planning forecast, 40 for the high today. Again, hit and miss light showers. Tomorrow, drier, 38. We're going to have a chance of some afternoon, evening showers to light snow into Thursday morning. And then we cool for the weekend with a chance of flurries Saturday.
But still, again, for January, not bad, Mark. Thank you so much. We'll be back with updates throughout GMA, which starts right now.